It will help me out trying to get those views up, subscribers up. What we're doing is in quick race mode, we're going to be doing a entire season, but don't worry, it's not like 200 laps or anything like that. It's only a certain number of laps around the track. Like, there was 1 lap around that track I just got done doing. And so much. And obviously, since we're doing the season, we are starting at Daytona. Let me go back and make sure I select the primary scheme for the Daytona 500. We're going to be doing qualifying in the race only, no practice, so that way it goes quicker.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Alright. And we're only doing Cup Series. We'll do Xfinity and Truck some other days. And we're only going to certain tracks, too, that the Cup Series would visit. So no if I can say it right, no Canadian Tire and no WWT Raceway for Cup. Also, no Mid-Ohio for Cup. And no Indianapolis Road Course for this season. And the next season, we'll add that in. So pretty much just the tracks the Cup Series went to in 2020. Even though a couple of them will not be tracks they went to in 2020, like Chicagoland and Sonoma and the other road courses. Kicking things off here at Daytona. We're going to be driving Kevin Harvick's cars for this season. I got all the packs, so I have different paint schemes. The All-Star race will be included. That was at Bristol. So, we'll be doing that. It will be against the AI, obviously, since this is quick race mode. Yes, there will be double headers, except, or no, there'll still be a double header at Dover. Never mind, there will still be a double header at Dover. So we're gonna qualify with that time because that time was just before. You know, we got the pole, so look, there's your top 10. I'm starting first. Brendan Gaughan second, Kyle Busch third, Corey LaJoie fourth, Austin Dillon fifth, Ryan Newman sixth, Chase Elliott seventh, Michael McDowell eighth, Denny Hamlin ninth, and Ryan Blaney 10th. So here we go. I have to see the stories of the race. So it looks like Austin Dillon is paying off. Didn't have a good practice session for Eric Almirola, and Stenhouse to the rear because he failed pre-race inspection. Obviously, I'm on the pole.
Coming to the green. Almost ready.
Alright, I'm back.
Green flag, green flag.
So the season is underway, guys, and we'll determine how many laps here at Daytona. So it looks like 4 laps at Daytona for the first race of the season.
All clear.
So I'm going to go and block Brendan Gaughan for the lead, but I got to watch Kyle Busch on the block. I also got Austin Dillon over there, so I'm going to watch him and Chase Elliott, so I got a lot of potential threats there. What I like better about offline mode racing and better than online mode racing is if I drive the number 4, there's not 2 number 4s in the field.
They would not do that in real life.
No.
They would never.
There's the entrance to the what would be the Daytona Road Course, but instead that's not in this game, so we'll be doing the old one. Because 704 decided not to add it for some reason, and that was a 2020 track for the Cup. But for some reason they added the Indianapolis Roval, which the Cup didn't even visit last season. But they will be visiting it this season, though, in Ireland. So. I don't know.
I'll be right back again. I'm gonna switch my controllers.
Alright. I just hope that whoever is making the next game, I don't remember their name, I just hope that they do add the Daytona Road Course along with Bristol Dirt and stuff like that. Because for my Racing League Online, I want those tracks. As of right now, until that game launches, I have a schedule for next year's online Racing League schedule. I'm not sure when that's gonna, if that is gonna be the same schedule, or if we'll start with that schedule and end up on the new game. If the new game comes out during next season, we're definitely going to be flopping the schedule around. Obviously, the races we already done, we'll count those still. But I mean, like, any races after that will be, like, we'll add the dirt race, and we'll add the road course. For my Racing League right now, we're at the All-Star Race for Cup. Just did, like, a little All-Star Race for Xfinity and trucks. Charlotte, we did that all in Charlotte for our All-Star race. Next week, Xfinity and Cup are heading to Sonoma, and Truck has the week off, and I'm looking for people to fulfill positions. We won Daytona, but to fulfill positions in the Racing League. So before we do our burnout here, I will drop my gamer tag in the chat, so that if you are interested, you can join if my internet will work. That would be great. So, of course, we're going to celebrate this win.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright. We're going to go back up on the banking itself. If we could get up on the banking, we could do one on the banking. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna skip that replay because we don't really need that. Alright, we're gonna leave this track and we're going to head to Las Vegas for the Pennzoil 400. Hopefully, I can win every race this season, but I mean, it's a lot easier to do in offline mode than against the AI in online mode, unless if you're experienced. But here we go, so 5 laps around Vegas. Then next week, it will be off to Auto Club. When my internet works on my phone, I will put my gamer tag in the chat if you want to join the online racing league. We're looking for 32 people to drive in trucks so that I can go part-time in trucks and not full-time. 36 people for Xfinity so I can go only part-time in that too. And then we're looking for 38 more people for Cup, because there's already 2 of us in Cup, and that's me and somebody else. So if my online racing league interests, please let me know in the chat. It's PS4 only. can join my team, you can make your own team, but we are not using real-life teams, so there's going to be no Stuart Ross racing right there. You got to make your own team. You can use your last name, your initial if you want, or you can make up a very creative name. The 10 and 4 are already taken. I'm driving the 4 right now. This is the car I drive in the online league, so those two are already taken. And the 14 may be taken because I may have a friend who might be driving that one. I guess this one. So. We do have the 41 left over for the Stuart Haas cars. That's the cars we use for our team. Interests you when you want to drive that 41 for my team, you can, or you can make your own team.
Alright, that's our
Looks like we won the pole. Alright. We won the pole, guys. 2 weeks in a row. We won it at Daytona, and now we just won it here at Vegas. Oh, it's this. I guess I clicked on the South Point pole, so that's not good, but I'm not going to back out now. So it'll just be a night race.
Almost ready.
So then since we goofed up and ran the playoff race and the regular season race, we'll run the regular season race as the playoff race.
All clear.
I remember watching this race in IRL last year, and to me it was nice seeing Kurt Busch win this. And it's his home track too, so that's what makes it even better. I mean, Kyle Larson obviously won it in the regular season, and Kurt Busch's win came in the playoffs last year. I mean, could we see a Busch brother potentially win here again, or Kyle Larson maybe even win the playoff race here? Or another driver like even if Harvick and Denny Hamlin, let's say they don't make the playoffs, they could probably win. Pretty much every driver is capable of winning. They just gotta have the right car for the race. Like, obviously Cole Custer showed us rookies can win too. Last year. So as long as the rookie's in the right place at the right time on a restart, I mean, they can win too. But you gotta be able to hold off the other drivers. Custer did in Kentucky this year. You can't go out there if you're a rookie, get the lead, and then give it up on the final lap. You gotta keep that lead. I thought we were going to get into the wall over there. But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. I remember last season,
Alright, I'm back.
The 4th of July race was at Indy, so instead of doing Road America, we'll be doing Indy. 4th of July race. I mean, obviously, since we're just doing a season, that one won't be until after the All-Star. The All-Star race came after Kentucky, so after Kentucky is when we'll do the All-Star race. So we're gonna win at Vegas and go back to back. 34 races to go on the schedule.
Oh, it's 8:20. 8:28.
So once we get down to the final 9 races, then that's when we know the All-Star race. It's time for the All-Star race. Obviously, good stuff. So we're not going to be doing long celebrations. That's funny. We did the South Point 400, but the trophy is for the Las Vegas, or not the Las Vegas, the Pennzoil 400. That's kind of funny. Personally, in IRL, I would like to see Las Vegas as a super speedway. I feel like a track like Daytona at Las Vegas, with the same banking and stuff as Daytona, would be excellent. And then I always thought building a new track in San Diego, but making it a super speedway, would be awesome. But I would want, like I was mentioning, is the finish line for San Diego, and it would be called San Diego Super Speedway with the same banking as Talladega. I was thinking the finish line should go in the same place as it is at Richmond, right as you come out of turn 4. That would be cool to see a super speedway with a finish line right as you come out of turn 4. But then that's potential for a lot more wrecks too on the final lap, because all the drivers fighting it out because they know turn 3 would most likely be their final chance to get out there and get the lead. And we're going to Auto Club, and then next week will be Phoenix.
Let's go.
So, like we mentioned, we got 34 races to go in the regular season, including this one. Or 34 races to go in the season, excuse me. In the season, so, yeah, including. And it'll be 9 races to go before the playoffs, so. I'm guessing if you don't count the playoffs, after qualifying, I'll have to check, but if you don't count the playoffs, like somewhere in the teens
Qualifying. Make it count.
of races to go in the regular season. We gotta know this so that with 9 races to go in the regular season, we can do the All-Star race. And then go off and do the next race to make it 8 to go in the regular season. Now, Harvick does not have a championship for a car for 2020 because in the round of 8, he got turned and got passed by Kyle Busch and was out of the playoffs.
Let's see where that puts us.
So,
Excuse me. Hello.
hello.
I thought something happened for a minute. What time is it? Is it 7? Oh, is it 8? Okay, it's 8:32.
So,
You said the RP starts at 9, right?
yeah, our third consecutive pole.
Coming to
Let's
the
see if
green,
we can
driver.
get our third consecutive
Ready
win.
here.
We got Truex Jr. starting on
Green
the
flag, green
outside.
flag.
Ooh, Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch back there. I gotta say, a surprise of the 2020 season was Kyle Busch not winning until Texas in the playoffs, and not even being in the playoffs anymore when he won that race. And the surprise of 2021 for me was maybe Michael McDowell winning the Daytona 500. And Christopher Bell getting his first career win in his second start for Joe Gibbs, and the second race of the season. That was another surprise. Christopher Bell got his first career win before any of the other, well, except for Cole Custer, but he got his first career win before any other of the 2020 rookies. And then Cole Custer in 2020 got his first career win before any of the other before Christopher Bell and the others. So both Cole Custer and Christopher Bell are 2020 rookies that have at least one career win in the Cup Series. But it may take some time before Christopher Bell and Cole Custer or another 2020 rookie could win or get their second career wins in their races. Because based off of the luck of Stewart-Haas Racing this year. I mean, obviously, if you saw it today, Cole Custer getting taken out in stage 1 after contact with Keselowski. And they're not going to Kentucky this year, so there goes Cole Custer's opportunity for another Kentucky win out the window. So now he has to really has to rely on Atlanta. He won the Quaker State 100 at Kentucky last year. I mean, he has to rely on Atlanta now to try to win the Quaker State 100 again. And at least get Stewart-Haas Racing does not have a single win this season at all. If Custer could win the Quaker State 400, that would be the first win for Stewart-Haas Racing of the year. Same as other drivers like Armarola and Kevin Harvick. Chase Briscoe, it's potential, but I mean, he is a rookie, and even though Cole Custer showed us rookies can win too, it's just not guaranteed based off of all the pressure he has surrounding him this season. I mean, he could go out there, though. Chase Briscoe, like, a car could wreck and then give Chase Briscoe an excellent restart position, and then he could go out there. I'm just saying, it's not potential that a rookie's going to win in back-to-back years. So we got a third consecutive win off to Phoenix now. So real quick before I move on, I just want to see how many regular season races there are exactly, so I know how many to go until I need to run the All-Star Kentucky, and then the All-Star race, and then, yeah. And then, like I said, when my internet starts going faster, I'll put my gamer tag. Wait, LeBron, are you going to drive the 14 when you get this game? Or the 41?
Probably the 14.
Okay, so then the 14 is 100% taken, so if you want to race for my team, you got the 41 and that's it. That's our last car available. So
dude, this freaking guy fell off his bike and the people just ran it over. They're in a freaking minivan, they just ran over it.
So once we find somebody to race the 41, our team for the Cup Series is full. And then we'll you know, obviously we'll find more people for the Cup Series to make their own teams and race and stuff, but then once we get the Cup full, we'll look at the Xfinity side of things, get that full, and then we'll look for the truck side of things, get that filled up. Alright, here we go, guys. Phoenix. We won all 3 races to this point.
Oh, wait, Mason, did you hear what exactly Alex Caruso went to jail for?
No.
So, I guess he had 2 ounces of marijuana in a grinder in his bag at the Texas airport.
Wait, isn't he a
And they
Lakers
arrested him.
player?
Yeah, he's a star point guard for the Lakers.
Dang.
Qualifying. Make it count.
Oh wait, I could just look at my laptop because instead of waiting on my slow phone. So in the regular season, it looks like there's 26. So we got 23 races to go in the regular season, including this one. So 23 races to go in the regular season. We got damage because we hit the wall in turns 1 and 2. And would you classify this as a short? Kind of lost control there after qualifying 4th, but would you guys classify this as a short track or a speedway? I think it's more of a short track, like the game calls it.
We're going green. Almost ready.
I don't play music.
Green out.
So
Let's go.
here's the green.
Got one inside.
Obviously that car right there next to me, Cole Custer's car, is the only car we have available for our team.
You got
Because
room.
the 4,
You're clear.
14, and 10 are taken, and Matt DiBenedetto shows to him for being in the lead there. But we're going to quickly take it away from him. Heading into turn 3.
Clear high, bud.
Turns 3 and 4, and he's going to get it back.
All clear. Car on the inside.
So we're going to go under him, and with 5 laps to go, we're going to get a run on him, kind of give him a
Car
little bump
outside.
there.
Hold your line.
But it didn't help because Kyle Busch almost got up there with us.
All clear.
So already, this is where we're starting to struggle. Like a little bit, because we got Matty D and Kyle Busch there. And because we have to slow up, that gives them potential to catch us. Meanwhile, we did actually manage to clear them and put a gap between us with 4 to go. So we are actually starting to pull away with the lead. But at this track, you definitely don't want to go too high because this is kind of a flat track. Kind of like Martinsville. It has banking, but it's kind of like so close to the ground to the point where you could just call it a flat track. Martinsville is just a normal flat track. But this, I'd say this has about 5-degree banking at the most on the front stretch at least.
All right. 4 good laps first.
2 to go, so we'll be getting a white flag next time by. Normally this is about a 312 lap or 313 in the game. But like I said, we're not doing that many laps because it will take forever.
We got 1 to go.
So after this race, we'll have 22 to go in the regular season. To be lapping Hayden.
Careful, still there. All clear.
And Brandon gone. He qualified 2nd back at Daytona.
Careful, still there. All right.
And then we got Hall there. And now we're going to get Finch. Oh, no, we're not. Not before we win the race, so we ain't. So Fincham got lucky there that was the final lap in the checkered flag there. Because he most likely would have been lapped if that would have been the final lap instead of the checkered flag. down there, but we're gonna go up here and kind of just celebrate a little bit. Don't need to replay. Says fan shield 500, but then the trophy says ticket guardian, so I'm not really sure what's up with that. And that track, Phoenix, is where we'll be back for the championship. So 22 races to go in the regular season. We've already completed 4 races and won all 4 of those races. So 4 checkered flag stickers on our car. And off we go to Atlanta now. After this race, there'll be 21 to go in the season. 22 to go right now, including this one. In the regular season, at least, not the season. I don't know why I said season. I remember Kyle Larson almost won Atlanta, but then Ryan Blaney passed him and won. So Kyle Larson's bad luck almost concluded at Atlanta.
Oh my gosh, bro.
But of course, when Blaney passed him, there wasn't enough time for him to pass Blaney and potentially score a win. And this track we may not win at because this is where we're gonna almost blow the engine if we go too fast. So our 4 race win streak might end here, but who cares?
Coming to the green. This one counts.
At least we only gotta come here once this season. Because like I mentioned before, we are going to Kentucky. That's why, even though this is qualifying, I let off the gas. So we are going to roll off at dead last. So we definitely are not going to win here. But this is the worst track for the setup we have, at least. Who qualified for the pole? Looks like Joey Logano did. So Logano's going to... Oh, we're going to get 37th. So that means some cars did fail pre-race inspection. So that's good.
Almost ready.
Looks like Alex Bowman and Chad Mitchell and that other guy back there. We're right here already. Not even 1 lap into the race, we're about to be out of range.
You're clear. Outside, outside.
This is a 6th lap.
All right, you're clear. You're all clear up top. You got room. You're clear.
So we're probably not going to win this one, but at least we're going to get a good finishing position.
Careful, still there.
The only reason I say we're not going to win is because
Clear down low.
we don't have cautions on for stuff like Ty Dillon going through the grass back there.
All clear. Clear high, clear high. All
And
clear.
because we got to let off the gas.
Clear high, buddy. Outside, outside. You're all clear up top. All right, clear low. All clear.
Oh, that was close. We almost blew our drivers right there to be on your tail. Either 3 laps to go. We are in 11th, and we started 37th, so that's not a bad start for us, and it's not going to be a bad finish either. So it's not like we're getting dead last. With the setup I have, Atlanta is just going to be horrible. And there's really nothing we can do about it. We can't blow our engine.
More good lap run.
Then we will get a dead last finish. If I can get around Kenseth to score a top 10 at least a top 10, that'd be great. It looks like we are. This is the final lap, so right here you definitely don't want to blow the engine if you have the setup as me. I need to find a setup for Atlanta that I can use. Hey, we got 7th position now off of Willie Meese. If we can run down... Okay, right now, we're coming out of turn 4. Joey Logano's going to win. I don't care if we blow the engine. We got to go for it. Try to score this 6th place finish, but nope. Truex has got it because we tapped him. So 7th place, and we started 37th. So we went up 30 spots. That's not bad. But again, like I said, with the setup I had, there was no way I was going to get the win there. So we got 4 wins to start the season, and Joey Logano has 1. If any of you know any setups that I can use for Atlanta that would work for me, please let me know. That would be perfect. Because obviously when I go there for online, I'm going to need to know that so I don't blow my engine online and be out of the race like in the first couple laps. I'm putting my gamer tag in the comments now.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you got, and remember this is PS4 only, but if you guys are interested, add me and I will get you started either with my team if that's what you have interest in, or
Yes, ma'am.
or another or your own team. Okay. So I'm thinking
It's 8:52.
we're gonna go Bristol. So 10 laps around Bristol, the Food City 500. So we got 21 races to go in the regular season. And they don't have to be in order except for Kentucky. Kentucky has to be, when we get down to 10 races to go, Kentucky will be that race. And then it will be 9 to go after Kentucky. Then off we go to the All-Star race at Bristol. And then, yeah. After this race, we will start switching up the sponsor for the other races. So... this is race number 6. Logano got the win at Atlanta. So 4 checkered flag stickers for me, 1 for him. I'll be trying for my 5th year at Bristol.
Just like in practice. Qualifying count here. Here we go. Hey, you're on the wrong pit lane.
Even if I don't get the whole year, it's really easy to make your way through.
All right.
So we don't get the pole. We're gonna roll off 7th, where we finished at Atlanta. But again, we started 4th. Ryan Blaney got the pole, but we started 4th at Phoenix a couple races ago, and ended up with the lead in the win. So 21 races to go in the regular season. And this is going to be a 10-lap shootout. And already contact with Bell and Hamlin because we were a little too fast during those turns. So here we go underneath Kyle Busch now, and we're on the rear of Blaney, pushing him to the lead ahead of Matt Benedetto. And Matty D was the man we had to outrace at Phoenix to get the win. And we managed to outrace him again for the lead at Bristol. 8 laps remaining in the Food City 500, and we're here leading. And see, this is what I mean. We get around here very quickly. So green flag lap, or green flag pit stops, and getting back out there without being lapped is pretty much impossible here. Because of how quick it takes to get around this track. So if you're like in the racing league or another online racing league, green flag pit stops are great, but don't guarantee on staying on the lead lane. Like you're gonna have to race for your lap back and then race for the lead, or hope the caution comes out. So as you can see, we kind of hit the wall here a little bit. That's just because that's just me at Bristol. Even in online mode, either I enter it too fast, or I go up to avoid the VI, and I end up in the wall in the final crash stretch. 4 laps to go, we're going to be stiffers.
You're all clear up top. All right, you're clear.
I cannot wait for the new Nascar game because you got the 23 bumper balls, and you got like Aaron Jones and the 43, stuff like that. The only thing they didn't add, 704 didn't add, that I thought would have been cool for them to add was bubble balls and McDonald's from Atlanta last year. They didn't add a lot of the paint schemes they should have. See, if you're going to have a racing game and you're going to follow up the paint schemes and the schedule from a season ago, you should add every paint scheme that the cars ran.
Yes, ma'am.
Like,
Careful, still there.
not all of the paint schemes are. Now we're on the final lap. Blaney got back to 10th after starting on the pole, and he's going to go a lap down to me, and we're going to win our 5th race of the year. Unfortunately, we cannot say consecutive, but it's our 5th win of the year. Do a quick burnout, then off and go to the next one.